ஸோ எஸ்டிமேஷன்னா என்ன அப்படின்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, நீங்கள் கிரிக்கெட் மேட்ச் பார்க்குறதுக்கு ஸ்டேடியத்துக்கு போகிறீங்க. ஸோ யூ ஆர் வாட்சிங் த மேட்ச். ஸோ வெளில வந்த உடனே உங்கள் ஃப்ரெண்டு கேட்குறாங்க, எத்தனை பேருடா மேட்ச் பார்க்க ஸ்டேடியத்தில் இருந்தாங்க அப்படின்னு கேட்குறாங்க. ஸோ அப்போ நீங்கள் சொல்கிறீங்க, அரௌண்ட் ஒரு 30,000 பீப்புள் இருந்திருப்பாங்க அப்படின்றீங்க. ஸோ தட் 30,000 யூ டோன்ட் நோ த எக்ஸாக்ட் வேல்யூ ஹவு மெனி பீப்புள் ஆர் வாட்ச்டு தட் மேட்ச். பட் நீங்கள் ஒரு எஸ்டிமேட்டடாக சொல்கிறீங்க. ஸோ 30,000ன்றது தட் இஸ் த எஸ்டிமேஷன் ஆஃப் நம்பர்ஸ். Okay. Next, rounding off by estimation. So rounding off by estimation என்னன்னு பார்த்தீங்கன்னா, for example they will give some particular position to round off. For example, if the number is 45. Okay, so if the number is 45, they ask you to round the number rounding off to 10th position. Which is the 10th position? This is ones and this one is the 10th position. You want to round this numbers. So there is three rules for rounding off the nearest numbers. What is the first rule means? First you have to look at the right digit of the given position. So what is the position here? You have to rounding off, that is the 10th position. What is that right side number? That is here, that is one's position. What is the value here? It is 5. If the value is 5 or greater than 5, you have to add 1. Okay, so if the value is less than 5, you have to write the number as it is and put zeros. So here the example is 45. So what is the right side value? Right side value is 5. That means we have to add 1 to the 4. So that means it will become 5 and then 0. So that is we are rounding off to the nearest zeros. That is the rounding off. Okay, so what is meant by rounding off? We are rounding off the given values to the nearest zeros, right? So if for example, if the number is 511, okay, so they are asked you to rounding off to the nearest 100. So where is the nearest where is the 100 position? Ones, tens, 100. So we have to round this number. So what is the first rule? You have to look after to the right side number. So what is the right side number? It is 1. If it is a 5 or greater than 5, you have to add. If it is less than 5, you have to write the number as it is and put 0. So it is less than 5. So we have to write the number 5 as it is and put the value 0, 0. So this is the rounding off to 100 positions. Okay, so we will see some examples here. Example 1.11, page number 25. Rounding off the number 8436 to the nearest 100. Okay, so what is the 100 position here? Ones, tens, 100. So we have to round the number 4 that to the nearest 0 values. So if we have to, what is the first rule? We have to see the right side of the number. What is the right side of the number? That is 3. If the number is less than 5, what we have to do? Write the number as it is and put 0. So the answer is 8400. Okay, so what is the next problem? Round up the number 78,794 to the nearest 1000. So where is the 1000 position? Ones, tens, 100,000. So this is the 1000 position. We have to round up to the nearest zeros. Okay, so what is the first condition? We have to look after the right side values. What is the right side value? It is 7. So it is 5 and greater than 5. So what we have to do? We have to add 1 to the number. That is 8 plus 1, 9. So the answer is 79,000. Okay. So next one, try this. Round up the following numbers to the nearest 10. So they ask you to round up the nearest 10. What is the 10th position here? That is 5. So we have to look after the right side number. What is the right side number? 7. It is greater than 5. So you have to add 1 to the 10th position. So 5 plus 1, 6. So that is 60. Okay, so what is the next number? 189. What is the 10th position? 8 is in the 10th position. So you have to round up to the 10th, nearest 10th value. So you have to look after the right side number. So what is the number here? 9. So it is greater than 5. If it is greater than 5, we have to add 1 to the number. So it is 190. What is the next number? 3950. So where is the 10th position? 1's tens. So 5 is in the 10th position. You have to look after the right side number. What is the right side number? 6. It is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the number. So the answer is 3960. Okay, so what is the next number? 57,312. What is in the 10th position? 1. So we have to look after to the right side number. What is the right side number? 2. So it is less than 5. That means you have to write the number as it is. That is 57,310. So what is the next question? Round up the following numbers to the nearest 10, 100 and 1000. So 3 numbers are given. For this 3 numbers you have to round up to 10, 100 and 1000. So what is the first number? 9,34,678. So first we have to round up to the nearest 10. What is in the 10th position? 7. So you have to see the right side number. What is the right side number? 8. It is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 7. So we get the answer 9,34,680. Okay, so what is in the next one is a 100 portion. So what is the 100 portion number? 1's, 10's, 100. 6 is in the 100 portion. Okay, so you have to see the right side number. What is the right side number? 7. It is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 6. So it will become 7. So what is the answer? 9,34,700. Okay, so what is the next number? 1's, 10's, 100, 1000. So we have to look after the 1000 portion. So what is the number here? 4. That means you have to see the right side number. What is the right side number? 6. So it is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 4. So 4 plus 1, 5. So the answer is 9,35,000. Okay. So what is the next number? 73,43,489. Okay, so first we have to round up to the nearest 10. So we take the position for 10. What is the number in 10th position? 8. So you have to look at the right side number. What is the right side number? 9. So it is greater than 5. So we have to add 1 to that number. So 8 plus 1, 9. So it will become 73,43,490. Okay, now move on to the 100 portion. What is the number in 100 portion? 4. So that means you have to look up at the right side number. What is the right side number? 8. So that is greater than 5. So you have to add 1 to the 4. So 4 plus 1, 5. So 73,43,500. Okay. So now move on to the 1000 portion. Okay. So in 1000 portion, you have to look after the right side number. What is the right side number? 4. 4 is less than 5. That means you have to write the number as it is. So 73,43,000. Okay. So next one is an 17 crore 98 lakh 45,673. Okay, first we will see the 10th position. What is in the 10th position? 7. So you have to look after the right side number. What is the right side number? 3. So 3 is less than 5. That means you have to write the number as it is. So 17 crore 98 lakh 45,617. Okay, so what is the next number? 100 portion. What is in the 100 portion? 6. So we have to look after the right side number. What is in the right side number? 7. So if it is, we have to add 1 to the 6. So we have to, it will become 7. So 17 crore 98 lakh 45,700. Okay. So next one is 7. You have to move on to the 1000 portion. What is in the 1000 portion? 5. So you have to look up the right side number. What is in the right side number? 6. So 6 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 5. So it will become 6. So the answer is 17 crore 98 lakh 46,000. Okay. What is the next problem? The tallest mountain in the world, Mount Everest, located in Nepal, 8,848 meter high. Its heights can be rounded to the nearest thousand. So where is the thousand position? Ones, tens, hundred, ones, tens, hundred, thousand. So thousand portion is an 8. So you have to look at the right side number. What is the right side number? 8. 8 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 8. So 8 plus 1 it will become 9. So the answer is 9000. Okay. So next example 1.15. Find the estimated value of 5598 divided by 689. So first see here, here ones, tens, hundred, thousand. So here the largest portion is a thousand, and here ones, tens, hundred. Here the largest portion is an hundred. So you have to convert the largest portion into smallest portion. That is rounding off to the smallest position value. Okay, so that means 5598. That should be rounded up to 100. Okay, so the ones, tens, hundred. What is the hundred portion? It is 5. Then move on to the right side number. It is 9. 9 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 5. It will become 5600. Okay, now rounded up to the 100 portions here. So look after the right side number. It is 8. 8 greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 6. So it will become 700. So now divide 5600 divided by 7000. So you have to cut the denominator 2 zeros with the numerator 2 zeros. So what is the remaining factor here? 56 divided by 7, that is 8. Okay. So hence the estimated value is 8. Next one, estimate the sum and difference of 8457 and 4573. So first we should round off. Then we will do the sum and difference. Okay. What is meant by sum? Sum means addition. Difference means subtraction. Okay. So rounding off 8457. So both are having the same number of digit. So we will rounding off to 1000 questions. Okay. So the 1000 question value is an 8. Now look after the right side number. It is 4 less than 5. So you have to write the number as it is. So that is 8000. Okay. Next rounding off 4578 to the nearest 1000. So what is the 1000th value? It is 4. So you have to look at the right side number, that is 5. So it is equal to 5. That means you have to add 1 to that number. So 4 plus 1 it will become 5. So 5000. So first sum we will find. So what is the value for sum? 8000 plus 5000. So 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, and then 8 plus 5 it will become 13. So next we will find the difference. The difference means subtraction. So 8000 minus 5000, the value is at 3000. Okay. So next one is an estimate the product. So product of 39 into 53. Both are having the same number of digit. So you have to round up to the nearest 10th position. What is in the 10th position? 3. So you have to look after the right side number, that is 9. So it is greater than 5. So you have to add 1 to the number. So 3 plus 1 it will become 4. So 14. Next, round of 53 to the nearest 10. So, so which number is in the 10th position? 5. So you should look after the right side number, that is less than 5. If it is less than 5, you have to write the number as it is. So 50. Okay. So what is meant by product? Product means multiplication. So you have to multiply 40 into 50. So 4 5s are 20. Already here 2 zeros are there. You have to write the 2 zeros. So that is 2000. Okay. Estimate the quotations. Estimate the quotient. 5546 divided by 524. So which is the smallest digit? Which one having the smallest digit? 524. That is 3 digits are presented here. We have to round up to the 100. So both the numbers should be round up to the nearest 100. Okay. So what is the 100 portion here? 5. So you have to look up the right side number, that is 4. So 4 is less than 5. That means you have to write the number as it is, 5500. Okay. So next one is rounding off to nearest 100. So 100 portion is 5. You have to look after the right side number, that is 2. 2 is less than 5. So you have to write the number as it is, that is 500. So quotient, that means you have to divide. So here the denominator having 2 0, numerator is also having 2 0. You will cut. So what is the remaining factor? 55 divided by 5. So 55 divided by 5 is 11. Okay. So next one is an exercise 1.4, page number 27. Fill in the blanks. The nearest 100 of 843 is. So what is the 100 questions here? 8. So you have to look after the right side number, that is 4. 4 is less than 5. That means you have to write the number as it is, that is 800. The nearest 1000 of 756. So see here how many digits are here? 3 digits, that is ones, tens, 100. There is no 1000 position. So that means you have to imagine 1000 position as a 0. Okay, so the given number is 0, 7, 5 and 6. Okay, so what they are given, you have to round up to the nearest 1000. So what is the 1000 position here? 0. That means you have to look after the right side number. What is the right side number? 7. So it is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the number. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So 1000. The answer is 1000. Okay, the nearest 10,000 of 85,654. So what is the 10,000 question here? 8. So you have to look up the right side number, that is 5, which is equivalent to 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 8. So 8 plus 1, that is 9, 90,000. Okay, next one is say true or false. 8567 is rounded off as 8600 to the nearest 10. So what is in the nearest, what is the problem given here? They are given 8567. When I rounded up to the nearest 10, the answer is 8600. We have to check whether it is true or false. So rounded up to nearest 10. What is the position 10 here? 6. So you have to look after the next number, that is 7. 7 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1. So 6 plus 1, it will become 7. So the answer is 8570. But here it is given as 8600. So it is wrong. So the answer is false. Okay. So what is the next one? 139 is rounded off as 100 to the nearest 100. So you have to round it off as 100. So you have to round it off. So whenever I am rounded off to the nearest 100 portions, what is the answer I will get? So 100 portion is 1. You have to see the right side number, that is 3. 3 is less than 5. So you have to write the number as it is. So 100, that is 100. So the answer is true. So what is the next one? 1 crore 70 lakh 51,972 is rounded off as 1 lakh 70,000. 1 crore 70,000. Okay. So what is the question? You have to round it off to nearest lakh. That is the question. Okay. So what is in the lakh position? It is in 0. So we have to see the right side number. It is equal to 5. That means we have to add 1 to the number. 0 plus 1, 1. So what is the answer? 1 crore 71 lakh 71 lakh. But here the answer given is 1 crore 70 lakh. So it is false. Okay. Round off the following to the given nearest place. 4065 is rounded off to the nearest 100. So what is in the 100 portion? 0. You have to look after the right side number. It is 6. 6 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 100 portion. So 0 plus 1 is 1. So the answer is 4100. So what is the next number? 44,555. So you have to round it up to the nearest 1000. What is the value in 1000 portion? It is 4. Okay, so you have to look up the right side number, that is 5. 5 is equal to 5. That means you have to add 1 to the number. So 4 plus 1 it will become 5. So 45,000. Okay, so next one is an 86,943. So rounded up to the nearest 10,000. What is in the nearest 10,000 portion? It is 8. Okay, you have to look after the right side number. What is the right side number? It is 6. It is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 here. So 8 plus 1 is 9. So the answer is 90,000. So next one is an 50,81,739 rounded off to the lakh. So which is in the lakh question? 0. So you have to see the nearest next right side number. What is the right side number? 8. So 8 you have to add 1 to the 0. So 0 plus 1 it will become 1. So it will be 51 lakh. Okay, what is the next number? 33 crore 75 lakh 98,482. That should be rounded up to 10 crore. So what is the question in 10 crore? That is 3. So you have to look after the right side number. It is 3. It is less than 5. That means you have to write the number as it is. That is 30 crore. Next one is an estimate the sum of 1,57,826 and 32,469 rounded up to the nearest 10,000. Okay, so the value is given here. We have to round it up to the nearest 10,000 position. Okay, after finding that we have to find the values. Value of the estimated one. So first we have to find the 10,000 portions. So ones, tens, 100,000, 10,000 portion. In 10,000 portion we are having the value as 5. So you have to look after the right side number, that is the 7. So 7 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to that number. So it will become 1,60,000. Okay, so the next number is an 32,469. So we have to find the nearest 10,000 portion. So in 10,000 portion the value is a 3. So you have to look after the right side number. The right side number it is 2. 2 is less than 5. That means so you have to write the number as it is, that is 30,000. Now add the values of 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, again 0 plus 0, 0. Now 6 plus 3 that is 9 and 1 can be written as it is. So the answer is 1,90,000. Okay, estimate by rounding off each number to the nearest 100. Okay, so there is some values given. For that value we should first round it up to the nearest 100, then we will add. See here, rounding off of 8,074 to the nearest 100. What is the value in 100 portion? That is 0. So you have to look up the right side number. It is greater than 5. So that means you have to add 1 to the number. So 0 plus 1 it will become 1. So that is 8,100. Okay, next number is 4,178. What is in the 100 portion? 1. So you have to look after the right side number, that is 7. So 7 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to that number. It will become 4,200. Now add the values 0 plus 0, 0. Again 0 plus 0, 0. 1 plus 2 it will become 3. 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay. So next one is 17,68,977. We have to round it up to the nearest 100. Okay. So what is the nearest 100 value here? 9. So you have to look after the right side number. What is the right side number? 7. 7 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the 9. So 9 plus 1 it will become 10. So 1 is carried over to the next number. So 8 plus 1 9. So the answer is 17,69,000. Okay. So the next number is 1,30,589. So what is in the 100 portion? 5. So you have to look after the right side number, that is 8. 8 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to that number. So 5 plus 1 it will become 6. Okay. So that is 13,600. Now add the values 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0, 0 plus 6, 6. Then 9 plus 0, 9. 6 plus 3, 9. Then 7 plus 1 8. The 1 can be written as it is. Next one is the population of city was 43,43,645 in the year 2001 and 46,81,087 in the year 2011. Estimate the increase in population by rounding off to the nearest thousand. So what they are given? In the year of 2001, 43,43,645 people are in the city. Okay, so whenever I calculated in the year of 2011, the population is increased to 46,81,087. What they are asking, how much population will be increased? So we have to find it by rough estimation. That is, we are rounding up to the nearest thousand. So the given value, original population of city in 2011, the original value is given here. So for this number, you have to find the nearest thousand. What is in the nearest thousand value? 1. So that means you have to see the right side number. What is the right side number? 0. It is less than 5. So that means you have to write the number as it is. So that is 46,81,000. So population of city in 2001. So that is 43,43,645. What is in the thousand question? It is 3. So that means you have to look after the right side number, that is 6. It is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to that number. So 3 plus 1, it will become 4. So 43,44,000. So now you have to subtract. So you have to find how much population is increased. That means you have to subtract. So 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0, 0 minus 0. Then 1 minus 4. So 1 is not subtracted from 4. So you have to borrow 1 from the 8. So it will become 11 and then it will become 7. So 11 minus 4 is 7. 7 minus 4 is 3. Then 6 minus 3 is 3. 4 minus 4 is 0. So the increase in population is 3,37,000. Okay. So next one is an objective type question. The numbers which on rounding up to the nearest thousand gives 11,000 is. So whenever I rounded the number, the answer I should get is an 11,000. Okay. So where I should round it, I should round it to the thousand. So I have to check each and every number. So what is in thousand question? It is 0. So now look after the right side number. So the right side number is less than 5. So you have to write the number as it is. Then it will become 10,000. Okay. So that is wrong. Okay. Then we move on to the option B. So what is in the what is in the thousand question? 0. So we have to look after the right side number. It is 8. 8 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the number. So it will become 11,000. So the option, which one is correct? Option B is the correct. Okay. The estimation to the nearest 100 of 76,812 is. So which number we have to estimate? 100. So if what is the position of 100? 8. So that means you have to look after the right side number. What is the right side number? 1. 1 is less than 5. That means you have to write the number as it is. So the answer is 76,800. So which one is the correct one? C is the correct one. Okay. The number 97,85,764 is rounded off to the nearest lakh. So we have to find the lakh portion. Ones, tens, 100, 1,000, 10,000, lakh. Whenever I rounded up to lakh portion, what is the answer? We have to find. So you have to check the right side number. What is the right side number? It is 8. 8 is greater than 5. That means we have to add 1 to the 7. So it will become 8. So the answer is 98 lakh. So the option A is the correct one. Okay. So next one is the estimated difference of 1,67,826 and 2,765 rounded up to nearest thousand is. So first we have to find which one having the smallest digit. 2,765. How many digits are there? 4 digits. That means we have to round it up to nearest thousand. So you have what is the next value? What is in the right side? It is 7. 7 is greater than 5. That means you have to add 1 to the number. So it will become 3000. Okay, so now here the thousand portion. What is in the thousand portion? 7. So look after the right side number. It is 8. So you have to add 1 to that number. So it will become 16,000. 1 lakh 68,000. Okay, 1 lakh 68,000. So you have to subtract now. So you will get 1 lakh 65,000. So which one is the correct one? So option B is the correct one.